Hello, welcome back to Sacred Vapes. The channel aims to bring you the views and experiences of products on the market today, brought to you by Average Vapor. Now this week I've got a bonus review for you. It's something I have been using, not consistently, but I have been using on and off for a few months now. Just haven't had a chance to properly bring the review to you, but it's finally here. It's this, the Geekvape Flint kit. Now, Geekvape are one of them companies that are just really high quality. Now, I've spoke about them before, I'm not going to go over old ground, but, they really are a company now that when they're releasing a product, I'm personally looking forward to trying it. And for something like this, you expect that little bit extra, but do they bring it? Let's find out, but first we'll give her a vape. Now, what you get, that's the packaging. Nice Geekvape design. Flip her over. You've got your content, you've got your warnings, your scratch code for authenticity. And that's about it. There's nothing else other than the Facebook link on the side. So we'll get into what's in the box. Now, again, Geekvape logo on the box. If you can see that, nice and simple. Now we'll get into the box contents. That's where the mod would have been, and the tank obviously to next to me. And you also get a spare coil. Now the coils you get, they're actually two different ones. The one that comes pre-installed is 1.2 ohm, and it's designed, I think it's the NS coils. Yeah, NS coils. They've gone with for the official name. Now the 1.2 is designed for lower strength nicotine, and the 1.6 is designed for higher strength. I don't know if you can pick up, but again, it's an absolute tiny coil. Now the kit itself is designed for nicotine salts. They've gone with that as a main selling point. So we'll get talking about that in just a bit, but you get spare O-rings. Get it open. You get one of the nicest instruction booklets I think I've ever come across. Really, really nice. But yeah, you're going to have it all in different languages, like you would expect. You do get spare glass. I've just dropped that on the floor. So yeah, you do get a spare glass. An instruction warranty card thing. Some advert cards. Not really come across that before. Yeah, adverts. And then that's about it. And you get a USB charging cable as well. I just haven't got it to hand at the minute because I was using it to charge. But yeah, we get talking about the device now. It is a 1000 mAh internal battery device, chargeable via USB. You get front fire button, back navigation, back USB port, and indicator light there. It's for size comparison, I've actually brought the Aegis Legends, and that's how small the kit is compared to the Aegis. Not even the size of the mod. The tank is a 2mm capacity tank. It comes with bottom adjustable airflow. There's 5 airflow holes. This is currently set at high. And we'll just go down. So there's 4. 3. I won't go all the way down because you get the idea, but the airflow is still quite restricted, but it does reduce slightly just to give you that option. It's a non-replaceable 510 drip tip on top. It's bottom airflow, top fill. See a little arrow there. Pull back. There you go. And you get a nice kidney shaped hole at the top. I say I've gone into the coils. mentioned before. And yeah, that's about it for the details. Operating is simple 5 clicks. You get the light flashing and it's off. 5 clicks on. Now there's 3 power modes that vary the wattage. Now this is currently on green, which is 12 watts I think it is. 3 clicks. Right, it's gone to red. So that will be 8 watts. And then blue, which will be 10 watts. And back to green again. And so it does cycle upwards rather than downwards. So yeah, we've gone through the little details. Let's get into the pros and cons of this now. And the first pro for me is going to be the size. It's absolutely tiny. As I say, it's really portable. It's nice and easy to use. You know, it has a little bit of weight, but it feels really well made. You know, nice and solid. You know, this has survived a drop or two, and it's been fine. So yeah, the build quality on this is absolutely fantastic. I mean, there's no scuff marks or any wear marks on it, and generally, if you saw what my Drag 2 looked like, you know that I do put them through wear and tear. But yeah, next pro for me is going to be the fact that it comes with the power modes. I can't see many people taking advantage of them, but it's nice that you've got the power modes there. So if you want a really low powered mouth to lung vape, you can do that. Certainly if you're doing it for higher nicotine salts, anything above 20 milligram, I'd imagine, you know, and you just want a slight hit of it, fantastic. Nice and easy, the buttons nice and clicky. Nice and easy. Get onto the tank now. The flavour from this is really good. Really, really good flavour. I'd say it's slightly muted. It's not like a full-blown complexity flavour you're going to be getting through with this, but if you're using something simpler, you're really going to get it coming through nice and strong. It's arguably one of the strongest flavoured mouth-to-lung tanks I've tried. Now, next pro for me is going to be the airflow choice. Now, the fact that you've got 5 different holes means that you've got plenty of options depending on how you vape, which is always a brilliant thing to have. Top fill's nice and easy. As I said, it just slides back. And it's got a little bit of resistance on there, so it's opened once or twice in my pocket, but not often. Certainly not compared to something like the Mesh Pro, which just, you know, flies open whenever the time you look at it. So yeah, I think it's just a really well made device. I love the fact that it's 1000 mAh. Your battery life on this thing is going to be a day and a half, depending on how you use it. But if you're just taking it for the odd pull, day and a half to 2 days easy. I mean, for me, I naturally use it a bit more than your standard mouth to lung vapor, because I'm used to sub-ohm, so it does last a little bit shorter for me. But yeah, charge time on this, I'd say it's about an hour and a half for a USB port, so quite quick considering the battery size. Can't really complain at that. So we'll get into the cons of this now, and the first con for me is going to be the indicator light, mainly because it's there. I'm used to the light being on the button. You could even add it at the back next to the USB port, but when I first started using this, I had no idea what was going on because I wasn't looking for the light on the side, so not a big fan of that. And I suppose following on from that, next con is going to be, because the light's so small, it's very hard to see in daylight, so it's not really practical to be changing modes or turning it on and off regularly when you're outside. It's better just to make sure it's done, and yeah, just keep to this one power mode. Next con for me, I mentioned it in the pros, but the fact that it's a little bit slidey, so it will open up a little bit. It has got a tiny bit of resistance, but imagine over time that's going to wear away. And other than that, I can't think of many more cons. So we'll get into the overall now, and it's one of these. This is one of these kits that, if you're looking for a small portable mouth-to-lung device, or if you're looking for something maybe specifically just for nicotine salts, you know, this could well be an option for you. I mean, the price point on something like this is only going to be about £20, maybe 25 at the most. And what you're getting is a really good, high-quality kit that performs really well. The coils, the coil life on this, I've been using on and off. Probably this coil's lasted about 2 weeks. And if you add it up all the times, and yeah, it's absolutely fantastic quality. I really recommend something like this if you're looking for a mouth-to-lung cheap kit, or if you know somebody who's looking to quit smoking, maybe pick one of these up if they're cheap and give them a try, because the nice restricted airflow, but the fact that you can control it, might be perfect for them. But yeah, that was the Geekvape Flint. Just a quick run through of it. As always, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you want to get involved with the group, I've dropped the link below. Coming this weekend, I haven't decided yet. I've got a few different products I'm hoping to bring to you. I'm maybe going to bring you some Rinko Manto S mod. That's a possibility. Depending on how this coil gets on, I might bring a tank review. I'm not sure yet, but yeah, certainly check it out. As I always say, stay safe. And keep vaping.